I hope none of them decided to actually take these tanks. Okay, we're on Grindelwald, so... okay, everybody's slowly readying up and everything. So, DIIN has two T90 masses, one Charlie, one Leopard, one Cent, and a T90. And Hype has three 99s, one 120, and one Thunderbolt. So, DIIN has a very mixed team lineup. None of them can really cover each other's roles except for the two T90 masses, while Hype, of course, has the punch of 4 99s and 1 Cent. So I think Hype may have the better team lineup here, while I think Divine Intervention should be better off doing this simply so they can have a learning experience, while Hype is probably... I think Hype and BPE are probably the two good teams here. They're probably doing this to win, while I think DIIN is doing this as an early starting match to see what they're doing wrong, and with the team lineup you can see what they're doing wrong already. The meat of the team, aka the Chally, won't be able to reach the objectives as fast as the other three can. The Leopard doesn't have the armor to withstand anything, while the T90 messes are too fragile. The Centaur 120 seems to be a good round, as this is a relatively flat map, so we can empty its ready rack quickly. Whereas Hype has, like I said before, the 499, so they can cover each other's roles. They all know what each other is capable of, and they all know what they can do. So I think Hype may be having issues here. Okay, good luck for Divine and Hype. Agreed. Right, so, start the match going. Hype is making an aggressive push towards 3, while it looks like the Centaur 120 is either going to take a flanking shot or he's going to see what's up. He's obviously the fastest tank here, while Hype is concentrating all of its vehicles, all of its heavies on one spot. The Centaur 120s, let's have a look. Good hit there. I don't think Peter is particularly enthusiastic about what's happening right now. He's hiding. So the only thing Inside Tank has to do here is delay these guys. So initial tank lining up, Hype is forming a firing line and they're all going up together. Whereas DIIN has their challenger finally come up with them. But of course they're heavily outmatched here. The types have the best armor in this part. Frontally though, if maybe DIIN can take advantage of the weak side armor and start tracking these guys. Right, let's see what's happening. So he's going straight round the corner and they're going to immediately flank these guys and take them one-on-one. As you can see, a massive flanking, and they're all going to focus on this Leopard first because it's the only vehicle that can really penetrate them. Leopard's down, who are they going to focus on next? Okay, T90MS has the least armor, least hit points, so they're going to go for Varkan, then they're probably going to lead the Chally too. As you can see here, Kazi is distracting this challenger from shooting people. Oh god. As you can see here, they can basically just swarm the Chally too. I think if DIIN maybe took Type 99s or Merkavas, falling back would have been an option, because DIIN is literally just focused, his Hype is literally just focusing on swarming tactics right now. As you can see here, should be aiming for the turret. Nah, a bit too late. Oh well, whatever. It's all good. So next, they might leave somebody to instead engage them, or they're all going to immediately swarm for one. Or they're going to stay here, go hold down. As said before, they have an advantage in this scenario with their types, as they all have the same speed and they can activate the engine boost. Now they're all going to go here, they're going to form a firing line, go for that 90 mass and maybe the Centauro. Hype's Sen is obviously taking advantage of this, and Peter Brown is stuck, allegedly. So Hype might be wise to simply leave that Centauro alone, so they can put him out or get him off. It's actually pretty funny enough, because at this point I would simply just leave him alone. Taking that Centauro out of the fight could work. And of course I think these two types are actually heading forward to at least distract these guys. I did talk to V and reminded him not to get distracted, so maybe he's going to learn about this and instead focus on those objectives. Would a missile scout be better than the scenting gloves? I'm not sure. The scent, of course, isn't distracted by APS, has higher penetration versus side and front armor, and of course goes faster as well. Okay, so they did kill the scent. As you can see, they might be finally focusing far air, but I think that Charlie should actually be moving up. Staying there and letting his heavy armor simply wait, what's he asking for? Okay, so Peter is apparently stuck. Okay, he's not now. Actually, I shouldn't talk at all. I should just instead comment on what's happening. So, what's happening now is not sure why he's there. In my honest opinion, that Charlie should be moving ahead. He has a shit ton of hit points, and simply staying put is not going to help him at all. Good side armor hits on that guy there. I'd say they need to be aggressive. They need to push and push and push and push through these guys. Clear them off too, and instead keep going. I'm not 100% sure about this. Okay, I haven't really played this match much. I've literally only played this map in artillery. But for now, Peter is engaging his scent. They might even mutually kill each other. Of course, 2 cents with their ready rack is actually quite funny to watch, as they literally have a 2-second reload time. They can kill each other in 4 shots. So they don't really need to further their ready rack to begin with. Hype, I don't think Hype has lost any of its vehicles yet. I'm not sure. I don't think it has. Has it? Don't know. As you can see here, they're moving in. DIIN is concentrating on getting some pillboxes up. It might help them. I'm not sure. Don't know if they can like surprise Hype with surprise pillbox butt sex. It may possibly work on this map. And they're actually learning. They've got their T19S on 7 to take it. And okay, I'm not sure if it's particularly to distract that guy or not, or maybe if they think there's something else there. I don't think they're going to use that well placed. And of course, DIIN kind of didn't place their boxes very well. That's not really going to help much because Hype just starts screwing around. Or maybe it's giving them something to fire at, I don't know. But they're capping pillboxes again. K21 XC8 is not bad for this map. The K21 is a tier 10, and I don't think it would help. You'd be better off taking the Sphinx over a K21. Falcon engaging this Type 99 here. Zabino, pointing his front towards the Centauro because the Centauro can do as much damage. And of course, if he puts the Centauro on a one-shot, he's taken DIIN's biggest gun out of the team, basically. And to be honest, the Wilk is a better option because it has the petty rounds. Pillboxes, do pillboxes fire on each other? Don't know. Not sure what he's doing here. Should be moving by now. Maybe he's waiting. Oh, he's waiting for some fire, isn't he? I'm an idiot. Anyway, at this point. Okay, so now they're going to use the RT kill streak on this one. Kill streak is friggin'. The hell? Anyway, let's see what's happening. So, so I'm not sure if the RT shells will do anything on this one. They might help, not sure. So let's go to ASOC. So he's pushing along. Going to, where are we? Okay, he's in the middle of them, and he's going to take out that T19S hopefully, or not. Might be the best idea for him, don't know. Okay, he's got him, so he's taken a mutual gun out of the fight. And then I don't think taking the Challenger 2 to go to the RT spot is a particularly good idea. They're taking their heaviest armor out of the fight just to focus on some kill streak that may or not even work at this point. We have Sabrina engaged in the Centaur 120 over there, and we also have these pair of, we have these pair of types that's probably going to gangbang him. They're likely to go for 9 and 10. I would say do that, as it's probably the best one, and it's closer to hype, and then they can use their heavy front armor to basically weather the storm and keep capping. If I was hype and I wanted to stop these guys from capping, I would go for that. Well, if I was DIIN and I wanted to stop these guys from capping, I would go for the tracks. And then they should have hold on at least 2 capture points here, and basically put a stranglehold on DIIN at this rate. Let's see what's going on. So they've got that. At the very least, having that type there could be enough to distract DIIN, so they can grab 10 as well. Let's see. Yeah, they're doing it. In fact, Zakari, well, Bode might even be able to cap. Let's see, how long has he got left? 10 seconds. So they've got 9 seconds to get there, and if they don't, DIIN are going to be in serious trouble. I don't think DIIN is going for any wildcards at this rate. I think using that bomber could actually be really decent on this one, so they could at least grab those guys. Oh, we have some helicopters. Never actually seen helicopters before on this map. I think this type should be permanent movement at this point, and I think... Okay, RD shells. Is it a MI8? No. Varkin over there. What's he doing? Okay, he's going forward to engage this type. And of course he's engaging. The lovely problem is the type of armor. And that looked like it hurt, to be honest. What's the big exclamation points above this player? Don't know. Oh no, those are ammo for the artillery wildcards. What is the Thunderbolt 2? The Thunderbolt 2 wouldn't be a particularly good matchup in this. It's a railgun, but you need MBTs for this, to be honest. Charlie 2. Okay, let's see if he can do this type on. It's obviously him versus Kuzakari, and the only real place you can pen a Charlie 2 is this lower plate here. Let's see what happens. So these guys are engaged in the Mexican standoff. DIIN doesn't have this cap point, so maybe if he charges forward, we get some help. Also, we get there. Anyway, DIIN has pretty much lost this map at this point, and Hype has secured himself a nice 2,082 points. Come on, there's a side armor. Come on. Don't think he probably really realised what was going on there, did he? DIIN Centaur 120 has kind of had a weird match this one. I said that and immediately got blown up. Sebastian. Yeah, dinner 1,200 bone airbound. Yeah, I know. And 3, 2, 1, and boom. So there we go. Crushing victory by Hype. Kind of predicted it with that tight matchup. They knew what they were doing. They knew it was on, and Hype obviously knew what they were doing, while DIIN had a very mixed lineup of tanks, and it really didn't help them. So as you can see here, it is significantly more. DIIN, not really much, while Hype basically wiped the floor with them. It's a pretty upsetting game, but you can see what happens. Except, well, yeah. Hype has swapped one of their types for a Draco, and DIIN has instead dropped the Challenger 2 and gone for an extra 90 MS. They did actually have a player in the wings with another 90 MS, which maybe they could have replaced either the Centauro or the Leopard with. So at least then they would have had a unified MBT team. In this case, DIIN has the advantage in MBT numbers, but Hype overall probably has the better players in the better MBTs, as the Type 99A is basically, in my opinion, tied with the like of the fourth best Tier 9 MBT. I need that camera. Would you get the Right, so DIIN is probably gonna focus on 1 and then go for 3. I feel like Hype's types have settled on, have maybe spawned in the wrong place. It would have been better for them if their Draco and Centauro spawned on the left side of the map. But in this case, it won't really matter, as the type is a very fast tank. So what we have here is the 90 MS is going up against the is going up against the squishies, while the types are going against DIIN's squishy and the leopard. As you can see here, Peter Brown and the leopard here are probably going to get very heavily hammered. If I was a leopard, I would instead move to there so I could go hold down. It's making a bit of a mistake here, as you can see here, exposing that very, very weak lower glacis. So basically go behind. I think he's finding it. Not enough, dude. Come on, you gotta... that bit there. Okay. So I think he hit that type, but it's not going to matter, as type is going to go the usual aggressive play. I think Klausberger's probably done this before and is instead backing the hell up. Okay, the Centauro has moved himself to go in a supporting fire, and maybe they should be able to kill this type together. There we go, they've got a type. First blood for... wow, they pretty much mutually kill somebody else. And I think DIIN ran into a Draco in a Centauro problem. The Centauro on DIIN's team is not having a good day by the looks of it. So you can maybe get another hit in. No. Ouch. Ouch indeed. So, T19MS. They may go for free, they may go somewhere else. It looks like he might get Muffin Monster. If I was Muffin Monster, I'd be very scared right now. Come on, back up, back up, back up. Is he gonna kill it? Oh. Okay, might go for the turret ring. Ouch. And it looks like DIIN is gonna go for 3. Which is probably going to be the best round for this. T19 must running around. Type everything. Okay, that's Centauro 120. He's not going to survive, but rather than go back and change his ammo, instead he's going to secure this bit, and he's going to wait. He knows he's going to die, but I think that sacrifice to take 1 has put maybe. It seems that DIIN has actually attempted to focus on objectives this time because they're not that far behind Hype. So what they really need to do is focus on taking all of these objectives, and Asarik and the Draco can of course completely overpower the Centauro in situations like this, and maybe that's what they bought it for. So they're going to take this part back. So presumably So Hype can actually continue opening the lead. Okay, so he's running away. He's probably might be hoping to get around behind him, go somewhere else maybe. Might have screwed up there with going around. Out. That oh. Okay, Muffin Monster, good play there, good play there. Loaded 3 rounds, went straight for him, and of course he's going to go straight for 1, so he can cap the position. Because the role of the Centauros in this is actually some really weird fast capper thing. Of course, RD Shell's coming in now, he's going to poke out. Ow, V. I hate him seeing down like that because V is actually a pretty good friend of mine. All Yakelin needs to do is just to stop these guys from capping, and I'm maybe they're going to put that bomber in, or maybe they're going to instead drop it when DIIN next comes up, but for now defending the cap is probably just going to get them bombed. So far we haven't seen DIIN really go for the wildcards in this raid. Come on, let's see if we can focus on this 99. Getting dead players is far more important than doing damage, because then those dead players can't contribute as well, they're dead. Maybe if that T19 mess can instead go for the bomber spawn, so they can at least have some advantage over there, and of course I feel like that Centauro 120 would have been better off going for the bombers instead of the artillery, because well, I haven't really seen the artillery. And those bombers are instead going straight for the wild card. So this lone this lone T19MS versus these 2 Hypes over there. They're catching him in a crossfire, so we can't really angle. Well, T19MS doesn't have armor in the first place. Let's see how this Centauro does versus the Draco. Ouch. So the 99A swarms by Hype is actually proven to be really effective. I feel like the tank could use either an armor nerf or a speed nerf, or maybe both. As you can see here, Hype is going for the objectives. DIIN hasn't gone for their bomber spawn yet, while Hype is going for the cap and the helicopters and bring them in. So they've got 1 down, and they're probably going to get that one as well, so they can get 3 of them flying in the air. quiet at the moment in terms of well, I say it's quiet, but now we have this going on. Sebastian's likely to go for this leopard and help out this Draco. Wow, the Artie actually did some pretty significant damage there. Yeah, but as long as Sebastian can keep his front pointed at this guy, and then Peter should probably want to just swing all the way around. Oh no, Peter, no, keep going, oh dear. Okay, so Hype now has 2 helicopters in the air. They might go for the other one, and as you can see, they have their Centaur 120 over there by inside tank going for this guy, so they can get him pinned down and cornered. As you can see, Yakula versus these 2 Type 99s are still going on. I feel like Hype is trying to deny them this bomber spawn. That will probably be the best option in this circumstance, really, and maybe he's going to try and slink away. That might be the advantage of this game, to be honest. I think he's getting shot at by the Centaur. I'm not. Ooh, RT shells! Jesus. This is a really beautiful map when you think about this now. Or maybe he's going to try and go for this type. Oh, there's a lot of exposure of that side and rear armor there. I'm not sure how close he knows he's actually come to death in this round. But maybe he should be able to get the kill on this guy. Yeah, he's got him. Okay, good job. Right, DIIN is finally going for their wild cards. Good. That's good. They can cap that bomber spawn, and then maybe they can lay it on somebody. That's quite funny. What else is going on? So we have a Centauro cap in, we have another Centauro moving up. The Leopard is chasing the Type 99A, and Hype is going for the pillboxes. They're going for the cap points. This is good. They're learning. This is a learning experience for them. I mean, it may be having your head smashed in with a sledgehammer, but that's as much as a learning experience as this may be. So next tournament, we should expect to see a better divine intervention. You see, they're good. They're dropping it on that Centaur 120. It's not going to be enough to cap. Might not kill him though. Sent just thinking out of the way there with 20 hit points. But the main thing remains is that Centaur is alive, because now he's able to completely destroy that guy there. But at least they really had a thing going. Like, they're finally knowing how to use it. Don't think he's noticed that Centaur yet. Yes, he's noticed it. I think. Maybe not. You can't really see players re-range in this. It'd be great if we could, but we can't. Okay, where's that other bomber going? As you can see, their type is going straight for those guys, and they're actually getting really heavily wound up by these boxes. So as long as they don't stop, it should be fine. Karski. Okay, they've got rid of both of the pillboxes, but they did take some damage from them. What else do we have going on here? Here, right now, they should be going straight for those 99As. They're on low hit points, and they might be able to do it. I think Peter is actually engaging these guys. Yes, he is. Look at that. Lovely. It's absolutely beautiful. I feel like Peter is slowly getting better as a player, although he is having issues with instead of going for targets. As you can see here, he has a lot of places to shoot at, but he's not doing that. He's splitting fire between all of these guys, and as you can see here, maybe his aim is a little off. But hopefully he can kill Karski and support his team there. If he can get a triple kill going here, that'd be great. You see here, oh, he got one. Good job. Good job, Peter. Should be staying, actually. Come on, just stay there. Stay there. Doesn't matter. Kill those types if you can. Don't bother about the Draco. Taking out those guys is going to be far more important than going for one measly Draco. Unfortunately, the one time where tunnel vision would have been effective, well, it didn't really happen in that case. maybe they haven't realised yet that the Draco has an unmanned turret. Leopard, how's Mr. Leopard doing? Okay, he's sniping. Come on, dude, you shouldn't be sniping in this, or has he just left the game? He's probably left it. No idea what's happening down there. Brand new vehicles. So this is once again another win for Hype. So Hype has actually won this. But I think DIIN is definitely learning. Like, their fight got a lot better in this one. Of course, they had some issues with the Centaur 120 not really helping out. He kind of got distracted a lot, didn't really focus fire on enemy vehicles and everything. But regardless, I think this was, as you can see here, they got a lot closer than before. So that did go better. So once they start learning to focus fire and not get distracted, they could really start putting up a fight rather than getting steamrolled. So the first game versus Hype was a steamroll, but I feel like this one was fought a lot better, and they at least had an inkling of what they were supposed to do. However, going up against Type 99s is actually almost worse than Merkavas because of the 99 speed and heavy frontal armor. But anyway, good showing of DIIN. They're learning and it's going okay. Hype versus Divine Intervention, and Divine Intervention is slowly beginning to put up a fight. Hopefully, I mean, I do actually kind of want them to win this one, or at least get close. They are starting to learn, however, I feel like their team lineup is what's killing them. The Leopard is completely useless in this regards, as they should have either 4 90MSs or 4 Leopards. Don't go with mixed MBT numbers, as they can't really cover each other's strong points, really. Alright, DIIN are starting to learn to focus fire and go for the wildcards and everything. But given that Hype is well Hype, I don't think there ever was that much of a chance against them. But they can at least able to yeah. Right, let's see what's going on. So, as said by just about everybody, DIIN needs quite a lot of practice. Hype is a little bit more dispersed with the tank numbers this time. They have 2 types going to 3, one going to 1, another one going to the center, while the Centaur 120 is presumably going to go in the middle. I think maybe they might be getting a little bit cocky with this one, or they're trying something new. Probably getting cocky. But, and of course, DIIN is going for, at least trying to go with, I think, Hype's tactics on this one. They're grouping all of their MBTs together, so hopefully they're going to run over Hype in this one. Because in this case, it'll be a 4 versus 3, and those T90MSs do have a better gun than DPM. So as long as they can get into a brawling match with these guys and keep penetrating them, they should be able to have a good time with this. But of course, the Type 99's advantages is in its speed and armor. Unfortunately, DIIN did lose its Draco. I think Peter was maybe trying to emulate the other Draco, not sure. But there we go, von Klausberg kind of trying to move up on this one. There we go, they're all coming, look! They're learning! Come on! Come on, come on, keep going, keep going, keep going, come on, you can do it, come on! Come on! They're swarming them! This is actually getting good, they're actually looking. Look, they're learning. There's a little bit of panic going in Hype now. Look at this. I don't think they were expecting to actually swarm them like this. I mean, they might win, of course, but this is actually good. This is a good learning experience. They're beginning to use all of those games they had, and I mean, of course, Hype are better players. This is probably going to end badly for DIIN, regardless. But at least it's good to know that DIIN are learning, and while the strategy may have lost in this game, at least it's actually going somewhere with this. And of course you got the Draco coming round. I think maybe he should have pressed the handbrake a little bit too late. A bit too early, no, a bit too late. But anyway, with this, that was good. I liked seeing that. They were aggressive, they pushed up, they swarmed, and while it may have failed, it shows that DIIN is learning. And that's good. Good job. Good job. So, I actually want that black camera now, to be honest. Centaur 120 moving up and everything, turning around. So, next going up, I think DIIN might try the same tactic again, I'm not sure. Hype, of course, does have one very badly damaged type and everything, and they're bringing somebody back to use the RDPs. Better than I thought, I guess. I haven't really played this matchup, so these guys' experience does vastly outweigh my own. And you see Peter Brown in that Draco is, of course, actually having a pretty good time there. Flanked, managed to take out that Type 99. And DIIN once again is trying. So look, they're being aggressive. It's good. However, this time I feel like instead of, I mean, maybe they could work on this, refine it, and go for the tracking shots, and kill off the type's biggest asset, which is of course its mobility. Oh, damn it here! And of course, I don't think this guy has a fully upgraded ammo rack, maybe. But yeah, look, they're actually starting to push them off. This is good. They're actually, no, not really neck and neck, but at least they're trying. They're getting much better, and you can see that they're learning from this experience. But Spiddy is announcing from Hype Tank overview. I am, but you know, I can see both teams here. Centaur 20 here. So you have inside tank going for either 4 or 5. Okay, no, he's going for 4. Maybe. I think he might have forgot that. Okay, no, he's going to go for 5 or 4. Not sure. Hi Escobar, how you doing? Thanks for being fine. Type, I think. Yeah, he's going for 6, so they're going to sacrifice their MBT numbers to cap. And of course, good bomber there. Good bomber. DIIN should probably have that Draco to get the bomber maybe. And of course Von Talsberg is taking the initiative, and he's going to at least try and have something going on. And as you can see, that was basically a complete wipeout. 390 MS is down, and that may be the turning point of this match, because it's going to take about, what, 25 to 30 seconds for them to come back? Yeah, these two guys are then going to push up. They might actually go for the tunnel to see if they can go for that, are they? Ooh. To see if they can cut them off down there. They can sacrifice half of their types to maybe at least stop DIIN from capping the bomber, and maybe that will good bomber spawn there. So I think Hyde might actually try and steal the bombers on this map. And okay, how fast is it going? 70. Okay, I don't think he's using the engine boost yet, but he doesn't really need to. This is a good portion of the map. And they're either going to go for the 90 MSs, or they're instead just going to try and cap the bomber spawn. If Sebastian can distract them, maybe Mode can go for the bomb. Okay, yeah, he's going for the bombers. No, or not. I'm announcing things really quickly, and I have no idea what's going on. I do actually know what's going on, don't worry about it. Let's see over here on the leopard. So they're probably going to kill this Draco and then the 90 MS. I feel that Peter still has a way to go, and the leopard is once again heavily quad out of position. T90 MS is going to get swarmed once again, and then I feel like Hype might be better off going for the bombers instead of the cap spawn here, simply so they have the ability to literally rain down hellfire on the other team. feel proud that they're learning. I do. They're learning. So while it may not show in the stats, Hype is DIIN is definitely making a better push than normal. See what's going on here. Varkan is probably going to get swarmed by this type. Oh god, this is just painful. But look, he's moving away from them. He's going for the type. This is good. Come on, V. You can kill that type. Oh no. That's a fun sacrifice by a bomber there, by the way. Oh, that is a good shot. Look at them desperately trying to go away and cross the bombs there. Boy, another bomber going in. The heart of the Master Idol is in the fight. Yeah, this is going badly for DIIN. Like I said, they're learning. It's going on badly. Let's see what Munch Monster is up to. Question is, can DIIN cap these two objectives? Okay, like I said, getting those two bombers there are allowing them to basically drop and deny cap points. I would actually have preferred to put it on there, and maybe DIIN might have been able to sacrifice themselves for the cap, but at least they've got 2 more kills by bombers. Sebastian looks very pleased with himself, I would be. And I imagine they're probably going to drop pillboxes at least along the line on this area, and then they're going to go in. I do feel like it's a little bit cheap that they're getting access to all of these wildcards though. Who are we going for? Okay, so DIIN, I think oh god. It's actually going up. Maybe? Let's see what he can see. So you can see his leopard, you can see everybody going around. I don't think this guy is particularly good at shooting on the move. And of course Hype is dropping another bomber spawn in. Ow. Yeah, they're getting access to a ton of bombers in this game, and it's basically allowing them to deny capture points to DIIN and basically keep the bombs. Whatever it is, I think I should be able to go for this type. Can you see it? Okay, no, the type's actually underground at that point. You can't see it at all. And okay, he's using the bushes. He's not going forward yet. Just wait for it. There we go. Ah, dude. Okay, and you can see here he's still focus firing on that type. Because once that type turns its turret, he can't really pen it, so he is better off going for this scent. And for now, in his case, I would simply just auto-aim that scent and just at least try to do as much damage as possible, because he's not getting out of this one alive. Oh, good hit. Good hit. Good hit. I was wrong. There we go. So what he's got to do now is auto-aim the scent. Come on. There we go. Good. Good job, Peter. Good God. Good job. Unfortunately, Hype is moving the rest of their types up. There's a lot of arty over there. Okay, okie dokie, let's see. So, Hype is moving to cut off these guys in the front, but they're going to go for that. Okay, they killed the Time 90 mess, so they're going to go down here, they're going to cut them off, and then they're going to assault them frontally with the T90 mess as well. So they're going to have them pinned in by 2 numbers. As Cock realizing his roof armor is actually pretty weak, so instead he's moving up so we can be more level with them. And DIIN is moving off the capture point to intercept these guys. You can see here, good job by Varkin there. They're outflanking him and forcing him to expose a little bit of his side armor. But he's been able to get away, and this is another win for Hype. I think the match may have been... DIIN was definitely learning. They're getting better. I mean, Hype may be the best team here, but at least they're actually forcing DIIN to be able to learn and adapt, really. Right, let's see. So, once again, crushing victory in favor of Hype. But the numbers don't mean everything, as you can see by how DIIN played this. They were getting better, they were being more aggressive, they were learning to flank. They didn't really focus on the wildcards that much as they should have done. But I feel like when they can do that, and they can focus on their wildcards, and they can really start to focus fire and go for those tracking shots when pushing up, they should be able to be at least a pretty formidable team.